is connection. Connection refers to those qualities which nurture harmonious interpersonal relationships. Qualities like appreciation, like kindness, like compassion, having a positive outlook. And again, the research shows that it doesn't take much to start activating these latent qualities which can flourish and become stronger. What is this narrative? It's a constellation of thoughts. And when we can see it as that, we can foster more room, more breathing room, and this leads to increased well-being.
In the sky, the starry sky, my baby told me with a sigh, sing. Says it down, and you're sure. It's always around me, all this noise, but not me as loud as the voice saying, let it happen, let it happen. So just let it happen, let it happen. All this running around.
Struggled for motivation like time stopped in a darker season? Ever felt trapped in a cycle of negativity? Overwhelmed by anxiety or uncomfortable in your own company? There are millions fighting this fight. And there are times in this fight when we might need heroes who'll ask if we're feeling okay. If your ear can be a refuge when our words are homeless, hold on to your judgment and let us explain. Then together, the power is ours. We can understand how our mental well-being affects us. We can reach out and listen to those around us. Together, we can.
And we're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce to you Natalie, who's here to discuss her upcoming film, Growth and Transformation.
Yes, thank you for having me here today.
What does your project say about the world we live in today? Well, our world constantly changes. We evolve to adapt and build resilience. This ultimately leads to us building stronger communities, as well as identify a sense of purpose, ultimately contributing to a more positive society. We are all wondering this. What inspired you to come up with the idea behind this film? Sofia Coppola. Her films constantly comment on cautionary tales involving poor mental health or scenarios where mental health isn't the top priority. Personally, there were times where I also struggled with my well-being. However, I learned to grow and better myself as a person in order to overcome these challenges. So, I guess in a way, I kind of took some inspiration of my own experiences.
Close-up scene including shallow depth of field. There will be a sharp focus on the flower and camera. The camera will then shift its focus to the girl working in the background. Then be a wide shot of the girl's very messy and cluttered room. And then a close-up of a clock. Each time the clock handle moves, it will tick. With each ticking sound, it will cut to various objects in her room. The girl is then shown leaning on her desk looking very exhausted. Next, a close-up of her eyes. Her eyes blink and then open again, but this time it's in a school environment. Now, my main character is at school, still feeling exhausted and drained. There will then be various mid-shot scenes of my character in different locations. She then arrives back home, sitting at her desk, looking tired. My protagonist then leans on the table and rests her head. She slowly begins to fall asleep. There's a long shot of a field, and in the distance is my protagonist holding a camera. They will then cut to multiple scenes of the city, nature, etc. This will further show that there is more to life than just work. The protagonist will be capturing the things around her using that camera, appreciating and admiring the life around her. She then suddenly wakes up from her dream and lifts up her head in confusion. She then turns to look at the camera and flower that's in her room in the distance. She walks up from her desk towards the camera and picks it up. Protagonist then stares down at the camera for a while. She then suddenly lifts her head and then breaks the fourth wall.
Do you slide on all your nights like this? Do you try on all your nights like this? I might. Put some spotlight on the slide. Whatever comes, comes through clear. Do you slide on all your nights like this? Do you try on all your nights like this? I might. Put some spotlight on the side. And whatever comes, comes through clear. All this jewelry ain't no use when it's this dark. It's my favorite part.
If I were to create a film, it would explore well-being through the process of growth and transformation using metaphoric and symbolic storytelling. My film would be presented on June 14th, 2025 at the Marina Bay Sands Art Science Museum in Singapore. This museum has in the past had exhibitions revolved around mental health and well-being. The installation itself, my film will be presented on, will be a lot like Doug Atkins, who is a person that's known for projecting and presenting film on using big screens. The film follows a generic adult trying to navigate emotional growth after loss, unfolding in 4 chapters: the fog, the fraction point, the flood, and the light. Inspired by Harmony Korine unfiltered style, the visuals will use fluctuating lighting, jagged editing, intimate close-ups to capture messy and non-linear nature of personal transformation. Ultimately, my film allows viewers to insert themselves into the protagonist and see the process of growth and transformation through them, using metaphoric and symbolic scenes.